All right, guys, we are at the final steps of creating your CO2 dragster. Our last step is putting on the wheels and installing all the hardware necessary for racing your car down the track. So please follow along with the steps in this video. Pause as needed, feel free to rewind. We want to make sure we get everything put together right so we are ready to go on race day, which is coming up soon. Right. The first step in the final assembly of your car is to install the axle and wheels. To do this, you're going to need your wheels, axle, straw bearing, along with the 4 metal washers. So installing the wheels, it really doesn't matter if we start with the front wheels or the back wheels. They both work together the same. But what you will need to grab first is this plastic sleeve bearing. What this is going to do is help minimize the friction inside your axle hole as your wheels turn. Okay, so to get this cut to the correct width, we want it to be the exact width of your car. So you're going to slide the straw through one direction just until it comes out the other side. And then I like to push it back in so it's flat with the surface of your car. Then with a scissors, cut it so it's flush on the other side. Okay, so we should have a straw going all the way through your car at those holes you drilled. Okay, we're gonna repeat those steps for the back. You're gonna slide the straw through from one direction until it comes out the other side. Push it back flat, and then with the scissors, cut that. The straw is gonna fly. Please pick up your trash. Also, you can share it with a classmate. We should be able to get more than one car out of each straw, so please share your resources there. Okay, so once you have your bearings inside your car, the next step is to install the wheels and the axles. Okay, this is where it gets a little bit tricky for some. You do have to use some muscle, but you can start with the back or front wheels. The trick is to get one wheel on the axle first. So you can try to get it started. Sometimes it does not want to go on very easy though. You kind of got to push and it's still not on tight. So with pressure from the table, you can usually put it on so it's snug. It's not on all the way, but it's snug enough that it's not going to fall off. Okay. Now before we slide that through your car, you want to take one of these metal washers. We're going to kind of make a shish kebab as it goes through your car. So it goes wheel, washer. Now I'm going to slide that through the car, through the straw that we installed. And then I'm going to put a washer on this side with our other wheel. Okay. Don't forget these washers, because what they are going to do is minimize the friction between your plastic wheels and the body of your car as your wheels spin going down the track. So it seems like it's a small part, won't make a big difference, but any opportunity we have to get rid of friction, that's a good thing. Okay. Once we have our wheels on, we're going to use a table clamp to get them the rest of the way. So these wheels are not all the way on. We want to make sure we get them nice and snug, but we also want to be careful not to break them, because if we just try to push it with our hands, we're not going to push even and the wheels could get slanted or bent. So we're going to use a table clamp. I'm going to loosen it until it's just wide enough to put our car in. Okay. Some table clamps do have little holes on the side. You want to avoid putting your wheels there. So you want to have it on a nice flat surface of your table clamp. But once I have it in, I am slowly going to tighten that clamp. And as you can see, the wheels are gradually working their way in. Now, once I start to feel a good amount of resistance, I need to stop pushing, because if I continue to crank down on that clamp, it will bend the axle and it's going to lock up your car. So once you feel the wheels push back against the clamp, you want to make sure you stop right away. Okay. Now we're going to repeat these steps for the back wheels. All right, so after your wheels are on, the next step we're gonna do is install screw-eye hooks on the bottom of your car. What these are gonna be used for is to thread a guide wire through the bottom of your car that goes the length of the track. That way we can guarantee your car goes straight down the track and we don't have anything going left or to the right or up in the air. So that these holes are going to be dictated by the design of your car. If your car has a nice flat bottom with no obstructions, they're going to be right down the center line of your car, one towards the front wheels, one towards the back wheels. You need to be very, very careful not to screw these screw eyes directly into the axle of your car, because what that'll do is it'll actually screw in to that metal axle we put in, and it'll pinch the axle and keep your wheels from spinning. So you do need to be pretty careful of where that goes. Keep them aligned straight and make sure we're not pinching your wheels. If your car does not have a flat bottom, maybe it's shaped like a high heel shoe or a banana, what you need to do is locate the low points along the bottom of your car towards the back of your car and towards the front of your car. We want these hooks to be down low, as close to the track as possible, so that string is going straight through the bottom. If you were to put one up higher in this car, where this car is kind of has this higher bridge right here, that string would have to make like a N shape. And what that'll do is if the string has to go up and then back down and back up, that creates friction. And again, friction is bad in this. We want our cars to go fast. Friction is going to slow us down. So if you are not sure where the location of your hooks go, please ask your instructor. We'll make sure you get them in the right spot that will be best for your car. So when you're installing the hooks on the bottom of your car, you do want to make sure they are going down the center line of your car if possible. Now, there are some car designs, if you have maybe wheels inside your car or space hollowed out in the middle of it, not all designs allow you to do the center of the car. But if you are able to do that, please do that. If you have questions about the location, please ask your instructor. But once you have your location of your hooks located, one towards the front of the car, one towards the back, you are going to use a hand drill with I have a 1/16 inch drill bit here. You're going to drill small holes barely into the surface of your car. You want to be especially careful if your car is very thin so you don't drill all the way through. But once you have those holes drilled, you should be reasonably easy to twist these screw eyes into the bottom of your car. So we'll start them in that hole that we drilled, rotate them clockwise, righty-tighty. Until the circle is flat with the bottom of your car. Okay. You can give your car a quick roll test to make sure it rolls freely, and you are all set. All right, guys, we're all set. Your car is ready for race day. At this point in time, put it in your storage cabinet, wherever that may be in your school. Do not roll this around the room or roll it across the table. Far too many times have I seen in my classroom or heard from others that these go across the floor, somebody unwittingly steps on them, and we have a cracked car before we have a chance to get to race it. Paint jobs can get scratched. You've worked hard on these. Please keep them safe till race day. Put them in your storage cabinet, clean up your work area, and let's save it for race day.